Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, a Kabar folder rendition, if you will. Hey guys, before we get into the video, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Vets, we love you. That number's going down, but we got a lot of work to do. Just want you to know, vets, we love you and you have a place here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law as best we can. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, before we keep on, let me just give you some specs on this knife. Now, this is the, I know I'm going to butcher this. This is the Jarosz folder, J-A-R-O-S-Z. It is made in Taiwan. It's D2 steel. The blade length is 3 5/8 inches. The handle length is 5 inches. The weight is 4.6 ounces. It has a Rockwell hardness of 57 to 59. It is a frame lock. The blade finish is stonewash. It does have a reversible clip. I believe this one's set for right side carry, tip up. Cheers. Thank you, Scab. Now, let me say this. The handle scales on one side is G10. I believe the frame and lock and all that is titanium. I'm quite sure it is. This is a very, very, very well-built folder, and I'm just noticing there a hole in the armpit of my shirt. Outstanding. That's great. I've already left the house. Tremendous. Okay, moving on. This knife was sent to me by ISSAC the NOOB. ISSAC has an awesome channel. He is a wealth of knowledge. He loves history. Please go over and subscribe to ISSAC the NOOB. He sent me 5 different Kabar folders to test. This one, now guys, this one I've seen run from anywhere from about $75 to $95. I love this knife. Let me just say that right up front. It is a spear point. They do have one that's a true Warncliffe configuration. This has some nice jimping on the back. The handle lock holds up very well, as you've seen there in the Donnie B All-day. Throw it at the stump test and drop test. I do that on a folder to test the lock, test the tip, test the edge, everything. Everything on this knife is very well made. You see a lanyard hole there in the back. Now, here's the deal, guys. There were no hot spots. This is a 5-inch handle. I love this handle. Absolutely love it. And we're going to do our normal test. Now, this is only about a 9-minute video. It just doesn't need to be long. I tried to cover as many aspects of daily use as I could. We're going to do the John Peters stab test right here, which is just a quick, short punch. It actually, I think we got 2 pieces of sidewall tire. And here's the deal, guys. If a knife will stab 2 pieces of sidewall, it'll do anything it needs to do on the stabbing front. I'll say this too. I also do this test to test the tip and to see if there's any hot spots in the handle. And when I say test, y'all all know what I mean. It's just a demonstration. There's nothing scientific that we do. We just do a bunch of dumb shit and call them tests, and there you go. A little bit of penetration there. Now, it did not get to 3, but again, I don't feel like it has to. This knife was very comfortable in hand, and I am very appreciative to ISSAC for sending it. And again, I'm going to put a link in the description to ISSAC the NOOB. Here's what I want y'all to do. Go over and just put hashtag #ScabRocks on ISSAC's post. He'll be impressed, I'm sure. Let's bump him up. Now, guys, remember, we need to subscribe to Donnie B All-day, to Joe, Steel Forged with Fire, Sword and Knife, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, and the Shredders. It's a crime that those folks aren't over 1,000. It's a crime that ISSAC's not over 1,000, and many more. Carl Ruger, Eric Hussein, Captain Electro, Backyard Knife Dude. Guys, there's a bunch of guys in this community that are just outstanding, and I'll shout them out every chance I get. Now, right here on this water hose test, I think of every demonstration that I did. I think the water hose demonstration, now right here we're going to put a little stress on the blade. The water hose demonstration and just the overall slicing ability and capabilities of this knife is incredible. It's well built. It's well designed. It functions now. This isn't a true push test, modified it a little bit, but it worked out well. I love the blade shape. It lends itself to slicing. I love the jimping on the back, and of course the flipper tab, it is a flipper. The flipper tab acts as a guard. Now, I'm not sure if this was ISSAC's edge. I'm pretty sure that the knives he sent have been used. I know a couple of them have, so we're going to work under the assumption that these are all ISSAC's edges, and he's done a fantastic job. Like I said, it's D2 steel, so it's easy to sharpen in the field. It's easy to handle. It has a really, really nice one-handed opening and closing, and again, just very well built. Now, let me say this. This knife is made in Taiwan. Taiwan is not China. And if you think it is, you need to study your history and do some research. I support Taiwanese knife makers. Now, I support American-made knife makers and buy as much American-made as I can. But I do want to say that I do support Taiwanese knife makers. They do a jam-up, fantastic job. Now, let me say this as we march along. There's a lot of different thoughts and opinions on American-made knives. I buy as many American-made as I can. I really do. I'm not super keen on getting into all that, because I believe if you work hard and you buy your knives, you have every right to buy from where you want to. That's all I'm going to say about that. I support American-made knife makers. I support our allies, and I support your decision to buy whatever you want. Thank you, Scab. No problem, Scab. That's my comments for today on that crap. Now, back to this knife. I was a little hesitant on. I thought, man, I'm not sure if it's going to get this 2-inch ratchet strap. Went right through it, no problem. Cut it, and the tip on this thing, y'all seen it there. The tip worked as well as any other knife I've had. Now, the one the other day was just the hammer down forge tip was probably the best one I've ever had. But this one's right up there with in the top 10 or 15. I mean, it just did a masterful job, and you can see right here, very, very, very easy to handle. Make some quick feathers right there, and I'm the world's worst feather sticker. But this knife did very well, and you can see it's just a good slicer. Now, over the next couple days, we got a lot of videos coming at you. I can't even speak, son. I'm so excited. Today, we're going to do some treehouse camping. Oh, Scab, I must be done there. But I don't think I am. Nope, I was just kidding. So we're going treehouse camping today, so there's going to be some videos on that. We're going to get back into our outdoor stuff. Now, again, ISSAC the NOOB. I'll put a link in the description. Please go check him out. He has a great channel, and I am forever appreciative for the knives he sent. This is an awesome knife. I love it. Now, guys, again, I'm not the damn QVC channel. You buy what you want to buy. The goal of my channel is quite simply this: to demonstrate the knives I have. I can only speak to the ones I have in my hand. I'm a novice at best. So I just try to give you the best overview of a knife I can give you. Do your own research, please, before you ever buy a knife. Like I said, this one's $75 to $95. And I do love the aesthetic of this knife. Now, we went back to cutting a few pieces of paper after all of those tests. I spent a couple hours, well, about an hour and a half this morning out there just kind of messing around. Really love this knife. My guy Mikey says it best. Everything's going to be okay. I'm Scab. You're not. Let's go camping, son.